Hi YouTube, it's Lena, and I'm here today with my, finally, I have been, for some reason, putting this off, November Boxy Tryout. Now, I unbox these on my Instagram now. I just do it on an Instagram Live when I get them. Or in some cases a little while after, because I'm lazy like that. But, you know how it is. But I have 3 makeup items to test out from the Boxycharm from November. I'm waving one of them around. I'll get to it in a minute. But I also got the Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Eye Treatment. I have been enjoying that. And the Vitamasks Morning and Evening Eye Set. I have not used those masks yet. Usually, if I get a mask, I use it right away. But the thing is, I'm trying to use both the day and the night in the same day, and I never remember to do a day mask. So that's been the problem with that. I do all my masking at night. Could have done it today, but once again, totally forgot. So the stuff that I'm trying out for this video is the Dominique Cosmetics Celestial Thunder Eyeshadow Palette. I know that this is like a miniature version of one of her palettes. I think one of them comes with like 12 or 16 shadows. I don't know exactly, but this one comes with 8, and I do like the variety of colors in it. Let's see, this 2-piece Boxycharm brush set that is for foundation, and I'm going to use this one for cream blush, but I'm not entirely sure what to use it for. And then finally, I have a Dose of Colors lipstick in the shade Flirty. So I'm going to put these on my face. I'm going to wear them for at least 8 hours, and we'll see how it goes. Now, obviously, the brushes don't need a wear test. They just need a try it on test. But we're working with what we got here, folks. Now, I need to grab my cream shade from my eyeshadow palette, because this palette does not have one because I have to set my primer. Gonna do the primer thing real quick. I'm totally meant to do it before I got on camera, because I've done like my brows and my face primer already. Just in an effort to get a few things done that I knew I could do. And then totally forgot the freaking eye primer, because I'm brilliant like that. Because I do have shimmery shades today, I'm actually going in with the base, because I prefer to wear my eyeshadows with a primer and base. This is the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick Eye Color in Intense Moonlight. And these are some pretty glittery shades, so I don't think they will... I don't think this base will change things up too much. Honestly, it matches one of the shades in this palette pretty darn well, so I think I'll just go with that shade all over my lid. And the shade that we are talking about is Ethereal Light. This right here. Very bright. So I'm actually gonna wet my brush, because I have a feeling that this bastard has glitter fallout for days once I find a brush. First thing I'm gonna do is spray my hand, and then I'm just gonna take this shade right here and pop it all over the lid. I'm sure that the wet brush is going to intensify the look a little bit, which is fine by me. So far, so good. Like, it literally matches the damn base, which fine by me. It's a pretty enough color. Now, for crease shade, it's a little bit dusty. I'm actually going to go with Mystic Ice right here. So I'm going to take a crease brush, roll it in that shade, kick off some excess, and pop it in the crease. And this one needs a bit of building. Like, the first shade went in fine. And this one is honestly mostly working fine. It's just I needed to build it up a little bit to get that full color. Don't worry, I'm gonna blend in a minute. This is more about placement. Now I'm going to take a clean brush and a little bit of my matte cream shade, actually, and blend it. Let's say the glitter from that first shade is like migrating a good bit. Fair warning about that. I'm not that surprised, but just letting you know. And I think I'm finally going to take Dark Matter, this shimmery black shade, and do a little bit of outer V work. I'm going to do mascara and stuff off camera and then come back when I'm doing my, you know, foundation. Okay, I'm back. So mascara and such is done. And I think I'm actually going to take Mystic Ice and go along with my lower lash line real quick. So I went ahead and did my concealer too. Now let's get into this brush. So I actually like dense brushes like this for foundation, so it doesn't bother me at all to use it. But yeah, I'm actually wiping a little bit of foundation that I accidentally got on the brush when I was doing my mixture. Yeah, I'm just gonna take some foundation and spread it all over the skin. It's a little unwieldy to go around the eyes because it is kind of, you know, big. But at the same time, it covers a lot of facial surface so that it makes, you know, getting your foundation on a bit quicker. So, I mean, you got your pros and your cons. Oh, maybe that other brush is technically to get in the crevices of your face. But I mean, other than that, it's working fine so far. Foundation in, I sure did. I just got foundation in my hair. Kind of ran a little low on foundation there, but that's because I just finished my bottle of foundation and I didn't have as much as I usually put on, so ran a little light, but it's okay. It's not like I have to take it as far down my chest today anyway because I'm wearing this. Alright, so now I'm gonna take my cream blush and use this smaller of the two. I mean, I've heard people mention that these handles are really kind of dinky for the brush, and I kind of have to agree. It won't stop me from using the brushes, but it's just, you know, something to note considering their price tag. I think I did a pretty good job there. So, once again, I'll come back when I'm ready to do the lipstick. You know what? Take that back. We'll just do the lipstick now, so that I don't have to pause and edit again, so. There you go. Probably not the color I would have picked for this, especially since it's coming off a lot warmer than it does in the tube, but still a pretty color. So I will check back in at the end of the day and let y'all know how the eyeshadow and the lipstick held up. Alright, so as you can see by my appearance, this is obviously a different day. Now, what happened was I kind of passed out at some point during the day. Like, I basically wiped my makeup off and passed out, but I was smart about one thing. I was just super exhausted that day is what happened. I took pictures of my eye makeup at the end of the day, so I can still give you guys a summary of my thoughts on the products. This is the wrong lipstick. I don't know where that lipstick is right now. So I will say this really quickly about the lipstick because I am not entirely sure where I have put it. I thought I set it up here so that when I needed to do this part of the review, I would have it, but yeah, can't find her. But the Dose of Colors lipstick, I know I like that formula. I was a little off about the shade because it was a little bit warmer once I actually put it on my lips than what it looked like in the tube. But I mean, I like their formula. It's not a perfect formula. It lasted me through lunch well enough, but it kind of died while I was eating dinner. But I mean, that was a pretty solid wear time of probably at least 5 to 6 hours of wearing it, and it's still looking pretty good. So I'm happy with that. And now the eyeshadow palette, what I took pictures of. So the Eternal Light, the lid shade that I had on, still looked really good. I'll put a series of photos in here. But where I had a little bit of issue was Mystic Ice, the matte kind of teal shade. And it was in parts of my crease, it started to fade. Like it faded kind of patchy. Now, I don't know if that was from where my eye was rubbing or something like that, because I do have hooded eyes. It is an issue I put up with a lot as far as eyeshadows are concerned. Like this area is where eyeshadow disappears on me first because that is where my eyelids touch. So, you know, I was a little disappointed that the green, well, not the green, the teal had started to fade a decent bit right there. So I'm still gonna play with this more. I would still even use that shade to see, you know, maybe it'll be a better lid shade. Maybe that was just an off day. But overall, I mean, I really like the color story, even in this little mini version of the full-size palette of hers. But, you know, I was a little bummed that the teal kind of disappeared at the end of the day. It didn't disappear off my bottom lashes though, which is usually where stuff will start to disappear on me pretty badly on, so. You know, I'm willing to give that shade another shot. The other shades lasted beautifully, so, you know, we were good. And finally, I don't know where the mini is because I'm still trying to figure out a good usage for it, but I've been using this brush for my foundation the past couple of days because I'm actually using up a cream stick. And overall, despite it's kind of, I do have a little bit of issue kind of getting it, you know, in this little area of my face because that's just a hard place to get to with any kind of brush. So maybe the mini brush would be good for that specifically. But I've been using it for my foundation the past couple of days and it's been doing great. I really like this brush. I really like this type of brushes. So I almost wish that when they did the last Boxy, not pop-up, but add-ons, that I had grabbed another set of these because they were only like $3, but I didn't because I didn't really need them. I have a lot of brushes like that, so I didn't really need another set. I did really like the foundation brush. So quick little wrap up, but that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye.